Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering our fourth business in the series, Business from A to Z. So far, we've covered A for Apple, B for Boeing, and C for Coca-Cola. We've covered three different companies. In today's video, we're going to be covering the fourth company, which starts with D, and that is Delta. So a little bit of facts on Delta. The company's history began with the world's first aerial crop dusting operation called Huff Dowland Dusters, in the future to be known as Delta. This company was founded in 1925 in Macon, Georgia, to combat the boll weevil infestation of cotton crops. Delta Airlines is typically referred as Delta, is one of the major airlines in the United States. This is really popular not only in the United States but also worldwide because it is an airplane. It is an airline business, which airlines travel internationally, so it's a very worldwide known. But most of it is for domestic travels in the U.S. That's why, and it's also stationed in Atlanta, Georgia. Next up is the founder of Delta. The founder of Delta is Khalid E. Woolman, also known as C. E. Woolman. He was born on October 8, 1888, and died September 11, 1966. Khalid E. Woolman went to the University of Illinois. Shortly after graduating from college, Woolman became an agricultural extension agent at Louisiana University. At the time, the southern United States was battling a cotton-destroying pest. This pest was called the boll weevil. This company, the company known to be in the future known to be Delta, was trying to fight the boll weevil pest. Woolman observed the works of the entomologist B.R. Code at the United States Department of Agricultural Lab in Tallulah, Louisiana. C. E. Woolman, or Khalid E. Woolman, the principal founder of what would become Delta Airlines, led movement to buy Huff Dowland Dusters. He bought the company and renamed it Delta Air Service for the Mississippi Delta region it served. The new airline incorporated on December 3, 1928. D. Y. Smith, President. Woolman's first Vice President. In 1928, Delta operates with its first passenger flight from Dallas, Texas to Jackson, Mississippi, with stops in Shreveport and Monroe. LA service soon expands to Birmingham and Tuscaloosa, Alabama, in northern parts of Mississippi and Florida. Location and year. When was Delta founded? Delta was founded March 2nd, 1925, almost about 95 years ago. Where was Delta founded? Delta was founded in Macon, Georgia, but after C. E. Woolman bought the company, the headquarters were then stationed in Atlanta, Georgia. CEO. The current CEO of Delta is Ed Bastian. Ed Bastian was born on June 6, 1957. He's 63 years old, and his term as CEO started on May 2nd, 2016, almost 4 years ago. Ed Bastian was a graduate from St. Bernard University. He was the oldest out of the 9 children in New York. Bastian began his career as an auditor in New York City at Price Waterhouse, now known as PricewaterhouseCoopers, PwC. During a 1981 annual review, he uncovered a $50 million fraud scheme involving an ad powerhouse. He uncovered a $50 million fraud. He uncovered a $50 million fraud scheme, and that's where his career jump started. After PwC, he served as vice president at PepsiCo, where he managed the international finances for its Frito-Lay snacks. He worked at PepsiCo in the chips division until 1998. When he joined Delta Airlines as vice president in finance and controller in 2000, he was promoted to senior vice president, finance and controller. Bastian left Delta in 2005 to become senior president and chief financial officer at Acuity Banks. Delta then recognized how good of a job he was doing at Acuity Brands. Then 6 months later, Delta finally made its decision. At the request of Delta's request on Ed Bastian to be CEO, Ed Bastian accepted. In 2007, he was appointed to president, a position he held until assuming the role of CEO in May 2016. His transition to CEO was the first time Delta had chosen a chief executive officer within the company since 1987. How big is Delta? Delta has 800,000 employees. It is stationed in 54 different countries on 6 continents. It's headquartered in Atlanta. Delta employs more than 800,000 employees worldwide and operates a mainline fleet of 800 different types of aircrafts. What is the revenue of Delta per year? Delta has made $47 billion in revenue in 2018. A more than $3 billion increase when adjusted over the prior year, 2017. In the last year, Delta has made over $46 billion in 2019. Now it's time for the fun facts about Delta. Did you know that Delta was the first and only American Airbus A350 operator? Delta was the first American airline to operate the Airbus A350 and remains the sole operator of the A350 in the United States. Delta was the first because, as most North American airlines went for Boeing 787 Dreamliner, Delta chose the A350 and the A3-900. Delta introduced the premium economy class before everyone in 2016. Did you know that Delta introduced new uniforms in 2018? Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys on the next one.